A very good evening. You're watching DD News Kohima with me, Sinti Runla. A look at our top stories first. Prime Minister Modi announces next generation GST reforms will be unveiled on Diwali, reducing taxes on essential goods and providing relief to MSMEs, local vendors and consumers. Nagaland marks 79th Independence Day with patriotism and progress call. Advisor K. Kongam Konyak says Independence Day is a time to honor the freedom fighters and martyrs who secured freedom for the nation. And in culmination of the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign, BJP Nagaland organizes handcart Tiranga Yatra in Dimapur. Now the details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi led the 79th Independence Day celebrations from the iconic Red Fort in Delhi and hoisted the national flag. PM Modi said this Independence Day is a festival of hope and aspirations. He said this occasion is about the resolve of 104 crore Indians and the pride of the country's shared achievements. Marking his 12th Independence Day address, Prime Minister Narendra Modi turned the Red Fort into a launchpad for the next chapter of India's rise. On the 79th Independence Day, he made a series of bold announcements that signal a nation ready to leap, not just step into the future. Key announcements from PM Modi's address included semiconductors from lost decades to mission mode. PM Modi announced that India is now on mission mode. By the end of this year, the nation will roll out its first Made in India chip. He said nuclear energy capacity will grow tenfold by 2047. PM Modi's next announcements was next generation GST reforms, which will be unveiled on Diwali, reducing taxes on essential goods and providing relief to MSMEs, local vendors and consumers. Reform task force for a $10 trillion Bharat was announced for the creation of a dedicated reform task force to drive next generation reforms. PM Modi launched a major employment scheme worth rupees 1 lakh crore, under which newly employed youths will receive rupees 15,000 per month. PM Modi announced the launch of a high-powered demography mission to address national security challenge, ensuring the unity, integrity and rights of India's citizens are safeguarded. He announced the launch of the National Deep Water Exploration Mission to tap ocean resources. Additionally, PM Modi made a dramatic announcement that just like how we made vaccines during COVID and UPI for digital payments, we should build our own jet engines and ask scientists and youths to take it up as a direct challenge. And along with the rest of the country, Nagaland celebrated the 79th Independence Day in a grand state-level ceremony at the Civil Secretariat Plaza, where Chief Minister Dr. Neiphiu Rio unfurled the tricolour, reviewed the parade and honoured achievers. In his speech, Dr. Rio paid homage to freedom fighters and stressed unity, peace and inclusive growth. He reaffirmed the government's commitment to resolving the Naga political issue, reported progress in talks on the frontier Nagaland territory, and voiced concerns over new restrictions on the Indo-Myanmar free movement regime. The CM announced digitization of the inner line permit process, new ILP rules for migrant workers, and major agricultural initiatives, including the launch of the Naga Organic brand and expansion of horticulture, establishing 10 new helipads and upgradation of 4 existing helipads. Construction of interstate truck terminus along NH29 at Chumakinima under Motoner has also been approved, the CM added. The celebration featured cultural performances from 5 Naga tribes, a hostage recovery demonstration by NAB Rangers, and the commissioning of waste management vehicles and biofertilizer units. Meanwhile, other districts also joined the 79th Independence Day along with the state capital Kohima. In Dimapur, the event was held at District Sports Council Stadium with Minister for Roads and Bridges G. Kaito Aye gracing the occasion as the chief guest. IA inspected the parade, hosted the national flag and delivered the Independence Day address, underscoring the significance of the day and reflecting on the nation's progress. Cultural programs showcasing patriotic songs were also presented, and the chief guest inaugurated 8 stalls set up by various departments. And in Longland, Independence Day was celebrated at the Longland headquarters with K. Kongam Konyak, Advisor for Treasuries and Accounts, Art and Culture, Government of Nagaland, attending as the special guest. In his speech, K. Kongam Konyak extended greetings to the citizens, stating that the day was a time to honor the freedom fighters and martyrs who secured freedom for the nation. He emphasized that resolving the Naga political issue remains a top priority for the state government. Konyak also highlighted the achievements of various government departments and other departmental projects carried out by the present government of Nagaland.
We solemnly honor the freedom fighter and brave martyr who secured our freedom and safeguarded our future.
Contingent number 3.
Cultural heritage of our people. Nagaland, with its rich tapestry of culture and traditions, has always stood tall in its contribution to the spirit of the Indian nation.
Doordarshan Kendra Kohima also observed the 79th Independence Day at the office premises with N. Kaye, Assistant Director, Regional News Unit, hoisting the national flag. In his short speech, Kaye greeted the gathering and appreciated the sacrifice of our forefathers and brave soldiers. The program was attended by the officers and staff of the Kendra.
Good morning to you all. Namaskar and happy Independence Day, 79th Independence to you all. We gathered here today to celebrate our Independence Day, remembering the sacrifice that our forefathers and brave soldiers have given us, and the freedom that we are enjoying today is because of their sacrifice. And as we enjoy this freedom, I want to remind you once again that whether we are really doing our responsibility, our duty as a citizen,
And it's time now for a short break. Please stay with us.
Hey girls! Hi! Congratulations! आज तो पार्टी चाहिए। पहले चैंपियन के साथ सेल्फी लेंगे।
आइडिया, यही करते हैं पार्टी।
पिज्जा पार्टी। ये चल अपना कार्ड और पिन दे।
मेरे कार्ड की डिटेल्स मैं खुद ही डालूंगी। RBI कहता है अपना पिन, OTP, CVV या इंटरनेट बैंकिंग पासवर्ड किसी के साथ शेयर ना करें। ऑनलाइन बैंकिंग सिर्फ अपने कंप्यूटर, मोबाइल और सिक्योर नेटवर्क से करें।
बाय गर्ल्स, कहाँ जा रही है? सुना नहीं? नो शेयरिंग।
RBI कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. In culmination of the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign, the Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP Nagaland, led by State President Benjamin Yeptomi, along with state officials, state morchas and members of the Dimapur district unit, organized a handcart Tiranga Yatra from DDSC to Thakurbari ground via Blue Hill Road. About 100 handcarts took part in the Yatra. State President Benjamin Yeptomi led the procession, while ex-candidate and BJP Disciplinary Action Committee member Hokie Diska flagged off the Yatra at DDSC Dimapur. Marking the occasion with a significant social outreach, the State Mahila Morcha, led by State President Sachola Rothrong, carried out the distribution of sanitary pads across all 14 districts of Nagaland. The distribution took place in public spaces, streets and orphanages, ensuring assistance reached women and girls in need. These activities reflected the party's commitment not only to patriotic fervor but also to social responsibility, blending the spirit of Independence Day with meaningful community service. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today spoke with Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha and Chief Minister Omar Abdullah regarding the Kishtwar tragedy. He assessed the situation and assured all necessary assistance. CM Omar Abdullah said that he briefed a PM about the situation in Kishtwar. Meanwhile, the death toll in Kishtwar cloudburst reached 45. Relief and rescue operations continues on war footing and over 120 people rescued so far. The officials confirmed that many people are still missing and apprehensions are that some of the missing could be under the cloudburst debris. The joint rescue operation was launched immediately after the cloudburst by the State Disaster Response Force, police, army and local volunteers, and the authorities have mobilized more rescuers. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today paid homage to Sri Aurobindo on his birth anniversary. In a social media post, PM Modi said that Sri Aurobindo showed the countrymen how philosophy, spirituality and nation building come together in service of a higher purpose. The Prime Minister added that the thoughts of the philosopher inspired the citizens to strive for an India that realizes its fullest potential. Union Home Minister Amit Shah also paid homage to Sri Aurobindo on his birth anniversary. In a social media post, Shah said his unwavering spirit in the freedom struggle and his profound contributions to spirituality and philosophy will continue to inspire and enlighten the nation for generations to come. And it's time now to look at the weather reports across Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 28 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. Mokokchung had a maximum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Twinsang had a maximum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. Zinabuto had a maximum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius. Phak had a maximum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
And before we close, a quick look at the top stories once more. PM Modi announces next generation GST reforms will be unveiled on Diwali, reducing taxes on essential goods and providing relief to MSMEs, local vendors and consumers. Nagaland marked 79th Independence Day with patriotism and progress call. Advisor K. Kongam Konyak says Independence Day is a time to honor the freedom fighters and martyrs who secured freedom for the nation. And in culmination of the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign, BJP Nagaland organizes Handcart Tiranga Yatra in Dimapur. And that's a wrap for tonight. Thanks for watching. Good night.